Oh, let me go!
You're coming back to face what you've done.
It wasn't me, it was the star, the curse of the Desmond.
Killed her because you wanted to. You didn't want Jean-Paul to marry her. Now admit it.
That's not true. Raxel made me do it.
Don't blame Raxel. She's Jean-Paul's servant.
No, she's the devil's servant.
Shall I take you to the police and let them hear your story about devils and some treacherous servant woman? They'd lock you up in an insane asylum instead of a prison.
Oh, it's the truth, I tell you.
The truth is you couldn't wait to get your hands on Desmond money. When Jean-Paul married, you lost your chance.
No, I never killed for money or property.
Why did you do such a thing?
I told you. It was the star.
Coming back to Desmond Hall. You're going to face Jean-Paul.
I didn't want to kill her. I liked her. She was a friend of mine.
Court, are you awake? Court? I can hear you in there. May I come in? Emily, what are you doing here at this hour of the night?
Oh, I just came in to get a book I lent to Court.
Well, where is he?
Oh, he and Philip went out together.
Oh, I wish he were here. You know, I've been hearing strange sounds. This house is full of strange noises and moans and groans and shouts. You know, I thought it was Court having a bad dream. He used to, you know, when he was little. Where did they go?
Oh, they didn't say.
Oh, I guess I should go to bed. You should too, you know. It's late.
Oh, I couldn't sleep.
Of course you couldn't sleep. Young girls, before they get married, find it very difficult to sleep. Actually, you know, I'm quite excited myself. Prospects of having a wedding at Desmond Hall. Oh, and that reminds me, you and I, we have to sit down and get together with a... What is it?
Oh, it's just some decorative object, I suppose.
Well, I've never seen it before. Where did Court get it?
Young boys have a habit of collecting very strange things, don't they?
Yes, well, that's what stresses me about Court, too.
Oh,
Collecting such strange things.
it's just a harmless mask.
It reminds me of some of the peculiar objects that my father used to collect.
Oh, I didn't know that about your father.
Oh, yes. Yes, the Desmonds, they're much too fond of collecting things just like that. They're very mystic. Luckily for you, you know, Jean-Paul didn't share his brother's interests in such matters anyway, nor his father's either.
I've gathered that from some of the books I've read that this interest has quite a history.
Yes, that's true. Yes, I do wish Court had taken after Jean-Paul a little bit more. Troubles me to see him waste his time in foolish superstitions that can only bring confusion and unhappiness.
Oh, he doesn't seem very confused to me.
Oh, no, he has not been himself lately. Anyway, Laszlo, he's going to get him started in the business office, and that's going to help him to occupy his mind.
Court and Philip are on their way back. Let me take you to your room. I don't think you want Court to see you so worried about him, do you?
Oh, no, don't let them do anything to me.
Well, I'll do whatever I can.
I'll give you everything I've got. My inheritance, my money that's in trust, all of it.
Court, I don't want your money. I only want to help you.
All right, then. Promise me one thing. Don't tell my mother, please.
She'll have to find out sooner or later.
Yes, but it would break her heart. You see, she always felt underneath that someday I would do something like this. Now I've done it.
Where did you go? I was worried about you.
Master Court wanted to talk to me.
He seemed very distraught.
He's all right now.
He's a very high-strung boy. Of course, it's not surprising in view of the family itself. Court didn't have a normal childhood.
Why have you changed your attitude toward me?
I've had time to consider what you said to me. I see now that I was wrong to distrust you. I apologize. Please forget my rudeness.
Then you really won't object to my staying here?
Not at all. Stay as long as you wish.
Do your moods always change so quickly?
Oh, put it down to living alone too long. No, you'll be good for me. You'll take my mind off myself and my petty problems. I don't think women should live without someone to look after, do you?
Some women require it more than others.
Like you. Jean-Paul couldn't exist without you, I'm sure.
You have a habit of saying the most disconcerting things.
Oh, it's no secret that Jean-Paul relies entirely upon you. Everyone knows it. What I wonder about is what could possibly have happened between you to bring you here under my roof. Is it the presence of Emily Blair?
What are you going to do with me?
Well, first I'm going to get you settled down so you can think clearly. And then I want you to tell me exactly what happened.
I don't want to talk about it.
Court, if I'm going to help you, I need to know your story.
You think I'm lying?
Now, I didn't say that.
Well, then why did you call it a story? As if I was making the whole thing up.
You've got to admit that what you told me outside is a little far-fetched.
It's the truth. Look in the sky.
I don't see anything.
There's a star up there. My star. I think I'm insane.
Court, if I pointed out that window and told you I saw something which you couldn't see, what would you think of me?
All right, then. There really isn't any star. And there is no heartbeat.
Well, they're there, but only in your mind.
That's what Raxel said to me. Once. And then she...
When? When would this happen?
Well, she told me the star was friendly and that it was going to lead me to my destiny and that I was going to be master of Desmond Hall.
But Jean-Paul is master of Desmond Hall.
She said he wouldn't be master for long.
Why would she say that?
She heard the heartbeat, too. She said it was my destiny.
So she sent Emily Blair up the stairs to you and called it your destiny?
She told me to wait here and that she was going to send me the instrument that would lead me to my destiny.
And you obeyed her?
I had to. It was my star. And the heartbeat got louder and louder. And then the door opened and... No. No, you're dead. Go back to the other side. Oh, leave me alone. No. Stay away from me. I didn't mean to kill you. I didn't mean to. You're dead. Now go back to your spirits. And don't come near me.
Court, look at me.
Go away. Philip, make it go away.
Look into my eyes, Court. Are these the eyes of a dead woman?
You're not dead?
You didn't kill me. You didn't even hurt me.
Let go of me.
Now listen to me, Court.
You pretended she was dead and all the time she was alive.
Would it be better if you had killed her as Raxel intended?
Why did you lie to me?
Now sit down and I'll tell you.
You tricked me.
We did it in order to save you.
We are going to release you from the spell of your star.
You did see it.
No, we just know it's there. We know the heartbeat's there, too, and the mark on your hand.
You knew all the time. And yet you let me almost kill you.
I couldn't be certain until you actually tried to kill me.
Get that out of my room.
You have nothing to fear from it.
Raxel said it would harm me.
It won't do anybody any harm. It wards off harm.
Did the mask save you?
No, the totem did.
Raxel wanted to give me that totem. She said it would protect me.
Well, Raxel was wrong. It only protects those who are innocent, and you have been touched by evil. But Philip can save you, if you do what he says.
You can put them out now. The spirits have returned. But we must not quarrel amongst ourselves, or they may desert us again.
Why did you leave Desmond Hall?
There's no place for me there, now that Mr. Philip has brought his alien spirits to Jean-Paul. Those spirits oppose mine.
So that's why he needed the totem. I should have trusted you, but I was frightened. I was wrong. We cannot fail if there is complete honesty between us.
We will not fail, I assure you.
Did you leave Desmond Hall because of Jean-Paul's marriage?
They will not marry.
But court said today that they are engaged.
What is true today is not true tonight. Emily Blair is dead.
No. Oh, that's not possible. Not Emily.
All human beings die. Why not Emily Blair?
She was so young, so full of life. Was she ill?
She interfered with matters no mere mortal should know anything about. So she paid for it with her life.
And that's why you came here to me for refuge?
I did not kill her. Master Court did. That's why he came here tonight, to tell me what he had done, and begged me to intercede with Jean-Paul for him.
And will you do that?
I refused. Master Court must pay for what he has done. He threatened me with vengeance.
Poor Raxel. Nothing must happen to you. I need you now, more than the Desmonds do.
Keep him safe from the Desmond evil. Give him the silver tongue of the owl to deceive his enemies. Give him the swiftness of the deer to outrun his pursuers. Give him the pure heart of the otter, your totem image, to evade their snares. You're one of us now, along with Jean-Paul and Emily. But don't tell anyone that you're under Orendo's protection, or he'll remove his protection and you'll be at the mercy of the star and the mark once again. Do you understand?
Yes.
May I come in?
Now don't tell your mother anything about this. Just say you're ill.
Oh, excuse me, I thought he was alone.
Well, I was just leaving.
Where have you been?
We went into Desmonton to celebrate Jean-Paul's engagement, but Court felt ill, so we thought we'd bring him home.
What's wrong with him?
Oh, he's just upset and a little feverish.
Well, then I'll call a doctor.
No, don't do that. Just go in and talk to him, but don't upset him.
I don't understand.
He's been involved with Raxel, and he's not himself.
I warned him about her. She's evil. She always has been.
Is he all right?
Well, his mother's with him now.
Oh, he's so unreliable. He'll tell everything he knows to the first person he sees.
Well, I think he's frightened enough to trust us and keep silent.
Well, now what do we do? No one knows what that mark means.
Well, Raxel does, I'm sure of that. Tonight proves that, if nothing else.
But she won't tell us.
Well, we have a new ally in Mrs. Hatter. I'm on my way to see her now.
No, well, Philip, don't trust Irene Hatter. I know her. She took me in when Helena Raleigh was engaged to Jean-Paul when you first came here.
I remember.
Well, I was very ill at the time, and I don't remember very much of what happened, but I was always in her living room whenever she lit her candles.
What do you suspect her of?
I just know that she's not what she seems, that's all.
Well, we're playing two dangerous women against each other. I think I know what I'm doing.
Take the totem with you.
No, it's to protect you, not me.
Well, be careful. I'll stay down here until you come back, and you phone me if anything goes wrong.
No. No, you go to bed. And tomorrow, Emily, stay in your room in case Raxel comes back.
She wouldn't dare do that.
Well, I'm hoping that she will. She'll try to see Court. And she must believe that you're dead.
Now you go to sleep, because it's nearly morning.
Should be you who should be sleeping.
Oh, I can't sleep when you're not here, because I worry about you.
Well, don't worry about me anymore, Mother. Everything's going to be all right.
Oh, that's what you always used to say when you were a little boy. You know, sometimes I wish that you'd never grow up. We can't stop life from going on, and we can't change our destinies.
Don't say that, Mother.
Oh, it's true. I used to think Daddy would come back someday, and that Mother would be happy again. But it never happened.
But we're alive. That's all that matters.
Oh, you have the Desmond optimism that can only lead to tragedy.
Did Raxel come back?
She's gone to bed.
Well, you didn't tell her that Emily was dead, did you?
She told me. She said the court did it. Is that true?
Yes, I'm afraid it is.
Where is he?
I left him with the police. They're questioning him now. Poor Emily. I can't believe it. It's a nightmare.
And Jean-Paul? I can't bear to think of the unhappy man.
Well, he doesn't know anything about it yet. We've decided not to tell him until morning.
I suppose that's kinder.
Well, there's nothing he can do.
Court will blame Raxel.
Yes, he's telling the police that she put him up to it because Jean-Paul was marrying Emily. He's trying to shift the blame onto her now.
After years of loyal service to the Desmonds, this is her reward.
Well, she needs your help, Mrs. Hatter.
She can stay here with me until it's all over.
Well, I have to go back to the police now and arrange for Court's bail in my custody. Good night.
And now, Raxel, we will see who has power over whom.
What do you mean the Desmonds always come to tragedy? What happens? You always talk in mysteries.
Well, you see, they disappeared. Or they died a horrible death by fire or water. There hasn't been a male Desmond who died a natural death for hundreds of years.
Wish you'd told me that sooner.
Well, I didn't want to alarm you. But now that you've grown up, you just might as well know what lies ahead for you. And may God protect you.
If I'd only known that before, I wouldn't have listened to.
Listen, to whom?
Oh, I've been a fool. Every now and then, I get something that controls me. And I feel like I'm going to do something wild or mad.
When that happens to you, you come to me.
I'm supposed to be protecting you. And instead, I'm running to you when I'm afraid.
Oh, we'll protect each other. Good night.
Mama, I want to tell you something. I'm sorry about the way I've treated you and Laszlo. You see, I've caused nothing but trouble between you and him. I tricked him into going to Irene Hatter's cottage so that you'd catch him there.
Oh, Court. Oh, that was shameful of you. I accused her of dreadful things. How can I ever look her in the face again?
I'll speak to her. I'll make sure she understands.
Oh, demon of the dark desires, spirits of the other world, bring Court to his punishment. Torture him for the spiteful evil he has brought to me. Bring Laszlo Thaxton back to me, at whatever cost, at whatever price.